I live in a really loud area, and so when I heard that Bose was coming out with a sequel to their SleepBuds, I got pretty excited and I ordered a pair for myself. And so right here we have the brand new Bose SleepBuds 2, which should essentially help you sleep by making things quieter and drowning out sound with white noise. So we're going to talk about what these are able to do and what they're not able to do in this video, as well as how well they're able to do that. So I've been using these for about 2 weeks now, and we definitely have a lot to talk about. You hear that? So like I said, I live in a really loud area in Philadelphia with the trains going by and sirens and people outside my window playing saxophone at 2 in the morning. Like, sleeping is not easy if you live in a loud place. So these I thought would be a very exciting purchase, which is why I have them right here. And so let's jump into the physical aspects of these just to see what we're dealing with, because honestly, there's some really exciting features about these as SleepBuds, but also that I wish their earbuds would start to adopt. So starting off with the case is definitely pretty large. It's not going to be pocketable, but it's not really meant to be. This is supposed to be something sitting on your bedstand or just anywhere near your bed, and you don't want it to be small, so you don't want to lose it underneath your bed. So I think the case size is not a problem. I really like how it opens, and so this right here, it's kind of like a rose gold-ish color. And the opening case I think is really, really cool. When you open it, you have LEDs on the inside, so you have 5 LEDs to indicate the level of the battery of the case. And then on the left and right side, you have a little LED strip there that is going to indicate essentially, you know, if it's pairing or if you're connected or what the battery level is for the Bose SleepBuds right here. And that brings us to the buds themselves, which are extremely, extremely small, which is, as you probably know from Bose, pretty rare. I mean, the Bose Quiet Comfort earbuds are probably one of the largest pairs of earbuds in 2020, and yet these, the SleepBuds, are so incredibly small. Yet another thing that I wish Bose would adopt for their main earbuds. Now, of course, there are quite a few things missing on here. These don't have touch controls. These obviously don't have a microphone. The sound quality is not going to be nearly as good because they're not playing music. All these are able to do is play a selection of sounds that you'll see in the app, and I'll show you later on in the video. But looking at the buds themselves, you can see that we have the entire thing has like a silicone cover on it, which has like a wingtip and an ear tip. And there are several different sizes that come in the box. These are just the default ones that I'm using, the medium ones. I think it's number 2, so they have different numbers for different sizes. And it's really nice. They're very, very slim. And the purpose for that is that if you put these in your ear and you sleep on your side, it's very flush with your ear. And I found that it's not uncomfortable at all to sleep on your side, unlike even the best earbuds out there. These are way, way smaller. And I found that as far as comfort goes, I can keep these in my ear for an entire night and not have any discomfort. But the issue is I find that occasionally they do fall out. So I usually at least once or twice, maybe even 3 times throughout the night, have to wake up and like find them underneath my bed or wherever they end up going. So, I mean, they fit well and they're comfortable, but I mean, 8 hours of rolling around while you're unconscious, like, it's just really hard for something to stay in your ear. Now, as far as battery life goes, the SleepBuds are supposed to have 11 hours of battery life, which is great considering the average person sleeps between 7 and 8 hours. So I was easily getting through an entire night. I would wake up and have maybe 20-25% battery left on them. So I expect that over time, battery life does decrease on different earbuds, but I think that these should definitely last a couple years while still getting you through the entire night. So that was definitely a really good thing there. Looking at the back of it, I mean, obviously the case here is another battery to recharge them, but we have some things to talk about with that. So on the back, we have our USB Type-C charging. This does not have Qi wireless charging. Instead, it has a nice grippy silicone bottom there so you can set it down and it's not going to fall off a table or really slide around. So I like the case. I mean, like I've been saying, guys, the overall physical design here, I love the earbud size, I love their comfort, and I love the case, the way it slides open. Like, I really see as technology progresses and you're able to fit more and more things in this size, earbuds of this size are just incredibly nice, really subtle and really, really comfortable. So when you're using these earbuds, you're gonna want the Bose Sleep app. So the Bose SleepBuds are going to connect as soon as you open the case and you take them out. So you see, I'll take them out and it says it found the left one and then it's going to find the right one now. Sometimes it takes a second to find both of them. All right, so there we go. It found both SleepBuds. Now it's going to connect, and as soon as it connects, it's going to tell you the battery level right there. As you can tap on that little green battery icon, it tells you the left and the right. And so you can also have a low battery alert if you want. I don't really see the need for that. I don't want it waking me up telling me that it's running low on white noise, because that seems like it defeats the purpose in the first place. But you can also set an alarm on here, which I think is a cool thing to do because when you're wearing these, they definitely block out. And I'll talk more about what they block out, but they block a lot out. So your alarm clock might be harder to hear when you're wearing these SleepBuds. So setting an alarm within the app is definitely a really cool thing that you have. Now on the top left, we have a little hamburger icon to go into just some quick like product support, some feedback, stuff that you're probably never going to do. And then the top right, we have our settings when you can rename them. For whatever reason you want to do that, you can go and check out the battery level there. You can go into dark mode for the app, which is great because it's dark when you're sleeping and you don't want a really bright phone at night. And that's pretty much it. So there's not a whole lot you're going to do there, except phone free mode is really cool because you can turn on phone free mode, which means that you'll be able to listen to stuff on your SleepBuds with your phone being off or in another room or whatever, but the catch there is you won't have the alarms. So if your alarm's set on your phone, like your phone really needs to be there in order for that to work. So going back, the only other option we have here is to tap on the bottom where the sound is playing, and we can go through a whole bunch of different things. So these are my sounds, so I have a whole bunch saved, and I think you have like 15 or 20 on here. So there's like different noise ones, there's noise masking ones as you see, then there's naturescape ones, and then of course there's the tranquilities as well, so you can see all three of those. And if you want more than just like the 15 or 20 that I have here, you can go into the sound library, and again, you can go to noise masking ones, naturescapes, or tranquilities. The tranquilities are like harps and pianos and stuff, so it's not really what I would listen to for sleeping, maybe for like relaxing on a couch or something. But the naturescapes and the noise masking are definitely more my speed. And so I've been trying those out, and there's also different volumes. Your volume buttons on your phone are not going to control the SleepBuds. And similarly, the SleepBuds are unable to play any audio from your phone other than the SleepBuds audio itself. So you can't listen to music on these, you can't watch videos on the, like, it's not gonna work like that. So instead, if you want to change the volume, you have the little volume slider on the bottom here, and once you preset that, you can turn your phone off, and that volume stays on the SleepBuds all night. Assuming you want it to play all night, I mean, that's pretty much what it does by default. So as far as how well these actually work, I'll get into some testing because the passive noise blocking on them, meaning if nothing's playing, just putting them in your ear, is pretty similar to having earplugs in your ear. So it's really nice, but your ear doesn't really get hot and sweaty, so I find that the comfort is really good while still blocking a lot of sound. So that's an excellent aspect of the design here. And then once you start playing like the noise masking sounds or the naturescapes or whatever, it tends to block out a lot of sound around you. Of course, you have different volumes, and I found that you're going to have to kind of experiment with that a little bit. So over the 2 weeks of me wearing these, I would go every couple nights, I would take them out just to get like a base measurement on my sleep score, and I can show you guys the sleep scores here. I usually get around like high 70s, low 80s as a sleep score, and the first couple nights I wore these, I wanted to make sure I blocked the train sounds and siren sounds and saxophone, I wanted to block all of that out. And so I turned the volume up to like 50 or 60%, and I found that my sleep score was drastically lower. It was like low 60s because I was just kind of waking up more from this sound. And so I found that over time, you'll have to find like exactly the right volume for your needs. For me, it's somewhere around like 25% volume. It blocks out enough sound that in my recent few nights of wearing these, my sleep score has been like mid 80s, so definitely better. And you can see that I have fewer disturbances throughout the night. So they definitely do an excellent job of that. But like I said, it does take some getting used to the right volume for you, finding the right sounds that you want to listen to. And at the same time, you're going to have to get used to maybe they fall out sometimes. So depending on if you're a side sleeper, like that's probably the most likely position from my testing that they will fall out. If you're sleeping on your back, or I mean, hopefully you're not sleeping on your face, but if you are, they probably won't fall out in either of those positions. But like I said, side sleeping, it's very likely they will fall out. But guys, that's what I have to say about the Bose SleepBuds 2. Really my biggest concern is the battery drain issue. And of course, like I said, they fall out of your ear throughout the night. But as a whole, I really like the concept. And even more so, I like what Bose is doing with their mechanical design here. And I hope a lot of this starts to transfer over to their mainstream wireless earbuds. So if we could see earbuds with a cool sliding case like this, if we could see earbuds with a smaller, more compact design, obviously lots missing inside, but if we can get there eventually, like there's a lot that Bose really did right here. So guys, comment down below, let me know what your thoughts are on this new Bose SleepBuds 2 design here. I mean, like I said, there's really not a whole lot out there. There's like the ZenBuds and the Bose SleepBuds 1, but other than that, it's a pretty interesting product. So comment down below, let me know what your thoughts are. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.